Most people think making money online is like climbing a ladder where you just go rung by rung and hope you don't fall off. But if you want real motion in 2026, you need to think about it like a traffic light system. We are categorizing every side hustle into three colors based on the barrier to entry and the skill required to win. Red light means you stop and look around because these require zero money and zero special skills to start today. Yellow light means you slow down and learn because you need a few weeks of skill building before the bag starts moving. Green light is full speed ahead for the people ready to go all in on high-level skills that can drop $1,000 into your account in a single day. We aren't talking about taking mid-surveys for 50 cents or watching ads for pennies like a total NPC. This is about building actual aura and financial leverage in a market that is noisier than ever before. You deserve better than wasting your life on sketchy websites that pay you in digital crumbs. Everything we are discussing today is real, honest, and actually works in the current 2026 economy. Some of these are easier than others, so I will tell you exactly which ones require real work and which ones are more passive. Let's stop the cap and dive straight into the red light hustles that you can start with just a phone. First up is theme pages, which is the ultimate curation play for anyone starting from zero right now. You build a social media account around a specific niche like luxury cars, motivational quotes, or travel destinations. You aren't showing your face or even creating original content from scratch. You're just reposting and editing things people already love. This model works because you are leveraging existing viral content to build a massive community of followers. Once you hit a decent following, brands will start glazing your inbox to pay for shoutouts and affiliate promos. It's a proven strategy that allows you to monetize attention without ever needing a camera or a studio. I know guys in their early 20s who are making $3,000 a month passively just by running a couple of luxury pages. They started during their university break and grew their audience to over 400,000 followers in just a few months. It isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but the barrier to entry is literally on the floor for anyone with consistency. You need to stay locked in for the first few weeks to get the algorithm to notice your motion and engagement. Once the snowball starts rolling, the page grows itself while you collect checks from brand deals. This is the perfect starting point if you have zero capital but plenty of time to scroll and post. The second red light hustle is becoming a content critic, which is an underrated path that almost nobody is talking about. Every creator and business owner is pumping out content daily, but most of them are totally cooked because they don't know why their videos are failing. They don't realize their hooks are weak or their scripts are putting the audience to sleep within the first 10 seconds. As a critic, you provide a detailed breakdown of what is working and what is hurting their retention. You watch their videos through the lens of a consumer and pinpoint exactly where the viewer loses interest. This is a high-value service because a small tweak in a video can be millions of extra views for a creator. You can charge anywhere from $20 to $150 per review, depending on how deep your analysis goes. You don't even need to be a creator yourself. You just need to understand the psychology of why people click and watch. Find your clients in the comment sections of struggling channels or by cold DMing brands that have zero engagement. Most business owners are desperate for feedback but don't know who to ask for an honest and professional opinion. Once you build a reputation for being the person who saves dying channels, creators will start seeking you out. This hustle is pure profit because your only overhead is your time and your ability to pay attention to detail. Now we're moving into the yellow light territory where you need to slow down and actually build a skill. Thumbnail design is the first one here because every YouTuber knows that a mid-thumbnail means their video is dead on arrival. You can learn the basics of design on Canva for free or level up to Photoshop if you want that high-tier aura. Give yourself 2 to 3 weeks of genuine practice to study color theory and what actually makes people click. A great thumbnail acts as a digital billboard that convinces a stranger to stop scrolling and give you your time. If you can master the art of the click, you will be one of the most valuable people on the platform. Beginners usually start at $20 a piece, but experienced designers can charge $300 for a single thumbnail. It snowballs fast once you have a portfolio that shows you can actually generate views and high click-through rates. One girl I know started this at 17 and was making $2,000 a month within half a year of starting. You can reach out to smaller YouTubers who have great content but terrible visuals and offer them a free trial.
Once they see their views double because of your design, they will gladly pay your monthly retainer fee. This skill is a literal money printer because the demand for high-quality thumbnails is growing faster than the supply of designers. Still in the yellow light, we have logo design, because every new brand and creator needs a visual identity to stand out. You don't necessarily need to be a full graphic designer, but you do need to understand spacing, fonts, and basic design principles. Tools like Adobe Illustrator or even AI-assisted platforms in 2026 have made this process much faster than it used to be. You can sell these on platforms like Fiverr or 99 Designs for anywhere from $30 to $500 per project. The honest truth is that this takes more time to learn than thumbnails because bad work will get you cooked with negative reviews. But if you invest a month into learning the craft, you can bundle this with other services to become a one-person agency. Digital products are special because they allow you to do the work once and get paid over and over again. You can sell these on Etsy or Gumroad and let the SEO do the heavy lifting while you sleep peacefully. The key is to find a niche where people are struggling and build a tool that makes their lives 10 times easier. Once you have a product that works, you can scale it to the moon with simple social media marketing. A couple recently made $27,000 just from a $9 budgeting template they built in a single weekend. It might take a few weeks to figure out how to market your product, but once it starts moving, it becomes pure passive motion. Every sale is nearly 100% profit that goes straight into your bank account. The more products you create, the more digital real estate you own on platforms that already have millions of buyers. This is the ultimate way to detach your time from your income and build a fortress of wealth. Faceless content creation is the final yellow light hustle, and it is arguably the fastest growing opportunity on the internet right now. You've seen those documentary-style YouTube channels that get millions of views without ever showing a human face on screen. AI tools like 11 Labs and CapCut have made it possible for anyone to produce high-quality videos with zero filming equipment. You just need a solid script, a good AI voiceover, and some stock footage to create a channel that pays you monthly. This model allows you to stay anonymous while building a brand that has massive influence and earning potential. A successful channel in the finance or psychology niche can pull in $30,000 a month once it's fully monetized. It takes patience to build the audience, but the tools available now mean you don't need a massive studio to win. You can use ChatGPT to help with scripting and DaVinci Resolve to polish your edits until they look professional. The algorithm doesn't care if you're a person or a faceless entity as long as the content is engaging and keeps people watching. Once the channel starts generating ad revenue, you can hire editors to handle the work while you focus on the next big idea. This is how you build a media empire from your bedroom without ever needing a high-end camera. Welcome to the green light hustles, where the skill floor is higher but the rewards are life-changing for anyone who locks in. Web design is the first entry here because every single business on the planet needs a professional site to look legit. You don't necessarily need to code from scratch anymore because platforms like Webflow and Squarespace are incredibly powerful and flexible. However, learning basic HTML and CSS will give you the aura you need to charge top-tier prices for custom work. Most business owners are still stuck in the early 2000s and have no idea how to make a site look modern. If you can bridge that gap, you can charge premium prices for your expertise and vision. Companies selling expensive coaching or software need people to hop on the phone and actually close the deal with interested prospects. These products usually cost $3,000 or more, and your commission is typically around 10 to 20% per sale. That means one successful phone call can put $600 in your pocket in under an hour of work. You aren't doing cold calls, you are speaking to people who have already raised their hand and said they want help. Your job is simply to guide them through their objections and help them make a decision that changes their life. If you close 2 or 3 of those in a single afternoon, you're absolutely mogging the average worker's monthly salary. Sales is a difficult skill that requires you to understand psychology and handle constant rejection without crashing out emotionally. But if you can master the art of communication, you will never be broke again for the rest of your life. There are thousands of companies looking for closers right now because they have more leads than they can handle. You can work from anywhere in the world as long as you have a stable internet connection and a quiet room. This is the ultimate skill for someone with high emotional intelligence and wants to be paid for their performance. Social media management is another green light play because business owners are usually too busy running their companies to post on TikTok. They know they need the exposure to stay relevant, but they don't have the time to reply to comments or track analytics. You step in as the strategist who handles the content planning, caption writing, and follower engagement for a monthly retainer fee. This is a recurring income model, which means you aren't constantly hunting for new clients every month. You become an essential part of their team and help them build a community that actually buys their products.
Most businesses are happy to pay for this because it takes a massive weight off their shoulders. The final green light hustle is freelance copywriting, which is the timeless skill of writing words that actually sell products. Every website, email, and ad you see was written by a copywriter who understands what motivates people to take action. This is the most AI-resistant skill on the list because it requires a deep human understanding of emotion and voice. Beginners can make a few $100 per project, but elite copywriters charge thousands plus a percentage of the sales. You are writing the scripts for YouTube ads, the landing pages for software, and the emails that drive millions in revenue. If you can move the needle for a business with your words, they will pay you whatever you ask. It takes a few months to study human behavior and practice your craft, but it is a high-paying skill that lasts forever. Good copy is the difference between a business being cooked and a business having massive financial motion in the market. You need to learn how to write headlines that grab attention and calls to action that make people pull out their wallets. This isn't about being a good writer in the academic sense. It's about being an effective communicator who understands desire. As the internet gets noisier, the ability to stand out and persuade becomes more valuable every single day. If you master this, you hold the keys to any business you want to work with. There is no such thing as a perfect side hustle. There is only the one that you actually start today. Pick the color that fits your current situation and your current skill level, and then go all in until you win. If you are starting from zero, go red. If you have some time to learn, go yellow. If you want the big bag, go green. Most people will watch this video and do absolutely nothing, which is why they will stay side characters in their own lives. Don't be that person who glazes the success of others while your own life stays mid and unoptimized. Pick your lane, start the work today, and I will see you at the top of the food chain.